The Promise, Part 47. How Jessica Morgan became Mark Davis's stepmother, now known as Jessica Davis. It all began with one mistake of George Davis, the late father of Mark Davis. Before anyone ever spoke her name with respect or placed a title before it, Jessica existed quietly in the corners of corporate hallways, a presence unnoticed by most, yet always watching. She was simply an assistant then, answering phones, preparing documents, and offering polite smiles that concealed intentions sharper than any polished office pen. While others moved through their days believing loyalty and kindness shaped the world, Jessica moved with a different faith, one carved not from tenderness, but from ambition and hunger. She observed success the way a thief studies a lock, searching not for inspiration, but for entry points. She worked beneath George Davis, father to Mark Davis, and in her silence she learned more than tasks and schedules. She learned the rhythms of the Davis home. She learned the softness of its heart. And she learned that what came naturally to some, love, trust, belonging, could be taken by others if they were willing to do what gentler souls never would. Where most saw the Davis family as blessed, Jessica saw them as vulnerable. She studied Joyce Davis, Mark's mother, with the eyes of a predator stalking Grace. Joyce was elegant, warm, and sincere, a woman whose kindness made people feel safe and therefore unguarded. Such warmth offended Jessica, not because she envied it, but because she believed the world belonged to those willing to seize power, not those who nurtured it. And power, in her mind, was never earned. It was captured. The night everything shifted arrived quietly, wrapped not in chaos, but in exhaustion. It was late at the office when city lights burned like tired stars and good men let down their armor just enough for temptation to find a crack. George Davis sat surrounded by contracts and deadlines, his shoulders heavy with responsibility. Jessica approached not with innocence, but with timing. A drink prepared with intention, offered with a softness that masked calculation. He did not question the glass pressed into his hand. Why would he? She had built trust one quiet gesture at a time. He tasted fatigue more than danger, felt relief more than suspicion. The hours that followed blurred. Conversation flowed where silence should have lived. Judgment softened where resolve once stood, and Jessica leaned just close enough to blur lines a loyal husband would never cross in clarity. In that haze, guided by her coaxing and weakened by whatever she had slipped into his drink, George made a mistake, one that shattered him the moment reason returned.